Like, go for rip
I
there,
grew up
bud?
in Toronto. I grew up yeah. I grew up in Rexdale in Toronto. I joined the military at 18 to get the hell out of there because I wanted to do something with my life. And then I was in the military for 26 years, 2 tours in Afghanistan, 1 tour in Bosnia. I just retired last year, and now I'm just in New Brunswick. House almost paid for, scraping by on my pension.
Drinking the hard stuff.
Yeah.
Brought to you by low sodium V8.
Nice.
Gotta be healthy.
I wanted to do.
Gotta fight that flu.
But
welcome to NerdCap, everybody. This is how we do things.
Sorry, I didn't hear you, Whiskey. What were you saying?
I was saying I wanted to do Air Force, but I didn't have the eyes.
So yes.
So I skipped.
Didn't have the eyes for it. Didn't have the.
I wanted to
the A's,
in air.
But not the eyes.
In Air Cadets.
Hey?
In Air Cadets, I got to visit the 107th Tactical Air Fighter Group in New York, obviously U.S. Air Force. And they took young little 16-year-old me up for an F-18 ride, and I did not want to be a fighter pilot after that.
That would do it.
You, speaking of the U.S. Air Force, brought to you by Joe Biden. Here you go.
Yeah. What's the song that is played where everybody is on the chair, everybody at going to my mind's going blank now. What's happening? What, I can't remember. I'm gonna lose track. My mind's going blank now. What are you talking about? What the hell's going on here? Where the hell are we? My mind's going blank now. I can't remember. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. What am I doing here? My mind's going blank now. Where am I headed? I keep forgetting I'm president. Where am I? No idea. Last night on the television, I was on a telephone. Rapidly rising, I don't know. COVID has taken more than 100 years. Look, here's lives reflected in the NHEI. America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to put him in the frigates season. He'll be gotten gains of Putin's autocracy. Yeah. NATO's purpose is to defend against aggression. Let me make that near and dear to you that you like to be able to. Anyway, my mind's going blank now. What's happening? What, I can't remember. I'm gonna lose track. My mind's going blank now. What are you talking about? What the hell's going on here? Where the hell are we? My mind's going blank now. I can't remember. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. What am I doing here? My mind's going blank now. Where am I headed? I keep forgetting I'm president. Where am I? No idea. I don't think as the idea that the political coverage of I want to thank and recognize Dr. John Kingersong. Good song. I can't get this to function at all. My mind's going blank now. What's happening? What, I can't remember. I'm gonna lose track. My mind's going blank now. What are you talking about? What the hell's going on here? Where the hell are we? My mind's going blank now. I can't remember. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. What am I doing here? My mind's going blank now. Where am I headed? I keep forgetting I'm president. Where am I? No idea.
There you go, guys. That's
Love that one.
That's awesome.
That's how we started tonight.
I was getting into that.
Yeah, my mind's going blank now.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I was good as Luke.
What the hell are we talking about? I don't know. Oh, good times.
Yeah.
Pardon me. Fighting
Couldn't
that
wait
flu.
to start a stream. I wanted to break open a Colt 45 tonight. So
I have a 45, but it's a Ruger.
Mine's a 38.
Nice.
I got a 38
I like
special
Ruger though.
too.
Yeah, I want a 38 special.
Yeah, I got me a
45 reminds me of a hilarious story. But
All right,
a gentleman I met in a park a long time ago, and he was, I guess he kind of looked like your stereotypical red-haired, red-bearded hippie, and shorts, lanky, tall, long face. And he drank hung out in the park, drank Colt 45 all the time. And then one day we caught him in the park, and there was this like over the hill lady with a walker, right? And they were having an argument of some kind, and she, takes the walker and walks off, and he's like, "Baby, no." He's around, probably around like 28.
Baby, no.
Just started arguing with her and holding her walker in place, trying to like get the save the relationship, I guess.
That's actually, I think, going to make me sick, man. I don't know. Like, I just got the image of this like hairy old hippie getting up on grandma, and it just.
Oh.
Oh my God! Getting up on grandma, brought to you by. Poor grandma. Oh. Oh no.
This is rough, yeah.
He liked them because he could catch them.
Brought to you by Colt 45.
Gosh. Brought to you by Colt 45. Let's welcome Salazar Art Nation is in the house. Welcome, welcome. Creator Outlet is here with us. Mad Ruth is in the chat and on the panel as well. We've got Edwin Raid of the White Leopard is live as a Vado. That is a crazy middle name.
Yeah, dang.
Right? And we've got plenty more watching and lurking, but not commenting, and that is just fine, just fine. Today has been a busy day. So the developers that we work with at Fun My Comic are busy working on the testing phase and compatibility checks for a new function. Another 16-hour build out on our code on the Fun My Comic. They are doing the shopping cart.
I was about to say shopping carts.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
That's
very nice. Very nice.
yeah. So this was something that we didn't think we were going to get for probably another few months. We didn't think we were going to be this far ahead.
See, I already have a question.
Right. Answer.
If you have an existing campaign, can you build the shopping cart into it, or do you got to start a new one?
It's already built. It's going to be built right into it. Yeah.
Nice.
It's just going to automatically be there. So
I
you can
also
go
have a
ahead and
question.
change some things if you want. Yeah. What's that?
Why is the M off center in Fun My Comic logo? Because it's been driving me crazy since the first day I saw it.
Because it has to be.
Why?
It's 3D, so it's like
Yeah, it's 3D, so it's not actually. Yeah.
it's not centered. It's slightly askew. The whole thing.
The whole thing's slightly askew. It's a 3D logo.
Like a folded book, but I know.
Yeah.
She's still asking. You could put the M technically.
Yeah, because she's
right
like, well, the M should be right in the middle. Yeah.
Yeah, the middle of the
Yeah, no, it
M
wasn't
be
like
right
that,
in
no.
the middle of there.
Yeah,
'Cause
just
that would
have-
look really good.
Yeah.
It is. It technically is in the middle of the object. It's just the way that the angle of the
Yep.
the picture caught it.
Because it's a we want to drive you crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's working.
I'll fix it later and put it upside down or something, or even more askew.
Upside down and backwards. Yeah, make it even worse. Yeah.
Just cram FM on it one entire side and the C.
FM and then C on the other. Yeah. Big giant C.
Yeah. Oh man.
Change the font of each letter.
Use Comic Sans if you really want to drive everybody crazy.
So how that works is it's actually the Fun My Comic logo that Luke put out for everybody to use for their individual comic whatever things for you know social media.
Yuppers.
And I just took that and I just inserted it into the program, and then it just does a 3D like lifting of the text, so it turns the whatever the shadow of the image is into a 3D object, and I just played around
yeah,
with it.
I do that with Illustrator, but even on the regular thing, like I'm pretty sure
Yeah, it
the M is off center, like
Yeah,
on the
Piper it is.
on the normal one. Why'd you do that?
I didn't
Just
do that.
screw with Piper, I guess.
Who made it?
Randy made it.
Who made the original? And didn't
Randy made the
censor the
original.
M.
Randy
Bring me-
did.
Bring me Randy. Bring him to me.
I just
now.
liked it.
You're losing
That made me like it even more. I was like, oh, yes.
The worst part is the avatar that she's got right now just accentuates.
Just
Yeah.
really, yeah, it really does.
Perfect. Bring me Randy. Bring him to me now.
Everyone, Piper's Frustration brought to you by Randy and Comics by Night.
In the middle of the night or early Friday morning, depending upon where you are in the world, a group of experienced comics professionals get together to examine and instruct about the art form that they love. That's great comic artwork on Comics by Night, Fridays at 5 a.m. Eastern, here on the Indie Comics Network, indiecomicsnetwork.com.
What was that? This is not a charade.
I actually did one where the M was perfectly centered, and I didn't like the way that the F and the C looked. It gave not enough room for the C and too much room for the F. It looks stupid.
So you just you do some kerning and you do some stretching and you do
Nope.
some tucking.
Hey, look, we're gonna leave tucking up to Dylan, okay? I don't do that.
Colt 45.
Randy said to himself, "How can I F with Piper today? I know, I'll make the look off center," and that's what he did. Don't be a C, go to FMC. Good stuff, man.
Yeah, I like that.
Will, you know how to get in here. If you find yourself in here, that'll be all right. That'll be just fine by us. Oh, you know what I should do? Where is that trailer at? Where is that at? I am so good at this tonight. It's been a long day. We're going to talk a little bit about the day. People like to double down on stupid. And today just felt stupid as could be.
I found out. Actually, no, you're a bunch of dudes. You wouldn't care. Oh, never mind.
Go for it. We care. Yeah. We got daughters.
I did not realize that after that surgery I had, I would still have all the symptoms every month.
Oh, no, really?
Just none of the mess. So I've been learning that the hard way.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I was like, man, I still feel like shit and want chocolate and want to sleep all day. Why is this? I should be done with this. No, I just don't get the mess. I don't have the mess.
Not so much.
Yeah. So that's been my week so far.
But this Dylan guy, this Dylan person, they get to celebrate 1 year of womanhood. Because they just decided to, man. That just pisses me off. So
yeah.
I'm not even going to get into it.
Yeah, I can't anymore with that.
Well, just society needs to find a happy medium for everybody. Like you can't push one side of anything and ignore and censor another side. And you basically got to come to a compromise. And we got to get back to a place where people come to a compromise.
We at least need to get back to a place where putting on a skirt does not make you a woman. Like, we need to at least get there.
Right. Look, breasts
dressing
don't
like
make you
one
a
does
woman
not
either.
make you one, and you should.
Nope.
Yeah.
Calling yourself something doesn't make you that thing.
Yeah.
Here goes. Let's check this out.
I'm a real life werewolf, you guys. Wow.
I am too.
I need my own bathroom.
Hey, buddy, what are you doing over there? Put that thing away. Don't be a dirty birdie like this chump. Get your entertainment the safe and easy way by backing the Buckler Canadian Tussle. Live now on Fun My Comic.
I love.
Don't be a dirty birdie.
I got questions. So for starters, Canadian Tussle is the most successful campaign, I think, right now on Fun My Comic.
So far, yeah.
Yeah. I wonder, is that Canadian Tussle? Is he beating up Canadians? Is that what he's doing?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's pretty much the that's the long and short of it, my friend.
We're just a bunch of degenerates. We may act polite, but
Steve Baxley's in the house. Welcome. Hi, Steve. Yeah, we are doing all right. We're doing all right. So today, I'm gonna clarify. I love Cooper, Telepathic Bunny. He's a great guy, great friend, and he has been a tremendous supporter of my work and my family while I was in the hospital. And over the years. And he is a very zealous fan of Fund My Comic. In fact, part of the reason why Fund My Comic is around here is because he encouraged me to share it with everyone. And we have had this campaign for a while going on that if you're a part of this movement, that the movement belongs to you. The website belongs to Todd and I, but the movement belongs to you. So feel free to use the term we. Right? So he's very zealous today, and he gets out there and he promotes Fund My Comic. Someone is complaining about being shadow banned again, and he gives them this option, and he says, and we've talked in great detail about why we chose to use a white label proprietary development company to host our site rather than doing it from typical servers, from a web hosting using WordPress plugins. Now, there are things that can be exploited, especially when you're trying to do what we're trying to do with multiple users and potentially millions of dollars. That is not our money. Okay? So we wanted to make sure that we were more secure in that sense. We've talked about that extensively. And today, Bunny mentioned Ripa's website and that Fund My Comic is different and more secure in the sense that it doesn't have the potential exploits in it that WordPress does because of the nature of WordPress versus this proprietary code, but he doesn't explain it like that. And because he says it in a tweet, and it comes across like he's trying to take a shot at.
Well, everyone takes shots at everyone on Twitter, so you automatically assume. If
that
somebody even
everything
gives you, that somebody's taking a shot at you.
Well, but Ripa's site is just for Ripa, right?
Yeah, it's just him. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's fine for what he's using it for.
Yeah, and he's got the resources to make sure it's very secure, and it's because that will require more to keep secure than what it is that we're doing now, because WordPress it's open source and it's so easy, but a lot of people understand this open source code and have learned how to exploit it, right?
Yeah.
And you have to make sure that all the software is always up to date, and it can get problematic when you're running nonstop like we are, okay, where you really can't afford an interruption, which is why the deployment of the shopping cart is taking longer today, because we have to make sure that that all of the functionality is compatible, so that when it goes live, there's no interruption.
Yeah, so it doesn't accidentally break something. Yeah.
Right, so we have to do that. So but really, it's apples to oranges. It's not even the same thing, right?
Yeah.
But Eric and some of his followers felt like that was a slight.
Well, to be honest,
it was an attack.
Oh, no,
after
Eric
reading the
Phil?
comics, it was just I think it was just one individual causing a stir up, and I looked into whoever is the account with the red avatar or whatever, and doesn't have a lot of followers. He follows T Bunny, and I think he follows some of you guys as well. So it just kind of seems like a troll, because he's just really trolling everybody.
What's the name?
Another thing,
wiki.
Yeah. Another thing I want to throw in there too, though, Ripa, they constantly have people trying to fight with them, right?
They really do, yeah.
Bane AF and that organized chaos, and then the dummy that look at me, I can change my glasses and my beard to different colors. That makes me cool, and I don't know whoever else is. But they constantly are
they are constantly being criticized and under attack for dumb stuff.
So if you're constantly attacked,
they're always on the defense.
Understandable, yeah.
Yeah, because I've said a couple of things that Rupa himself thought I was trying to shit on him, and I had to.
Look, I get that way too a little bit. I get attacked now so much because of this Fun My Comic thing.
Of course, everyone wants to kick the stool out from underneath you, right?
Right.
The more successful you are, the more people want to watch you fall. The more people can't wait for that moment because they've got nothing in their lives themselves but to enjoy the misery of others.
Right.
Yeah. Others succeeding makes them feel bad about themselves because
they can have nothing of it. They can have nothing of that. And so so that created quite a bit of stir for me to have to deal with today. But traffic went up 63% today.
Hey.
So that's all right. Of course, we did have one guy who decided to hang out in our terms of service all day instead of actually going and checking out some of the great campaigns like Dillard's The Buckler that is live right now. The Buckler is one of our most successful campaigns at $2,000 raised.
I would have told him when it comes to the law in courts, everything is built on precedence. So for your legal jargon to be the exact same as someone else's legal jargon just means that precedence is pretty much understood that these are the rules for having a website.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people also are like there's no such thing as plagiarism in legal documents.
Right. Precedence is the only thing in the law.
Yeah, it's only precedence. Plagiarism of IPs and of intellectual properties, you're not. No one's copyrighting a legal form. Like that's not the case. In fact, there are websites dedicated for lawyers and paralegals to fill out to pop in for these forms and these form documents,
right?
So that they can easily and quickly produce the contracts for their clients. And if you think for a second our lawyers don't have that same stuff, then you know what, you're fooling yourself.
What's the precedence? What's out there? Yeah, what are the conditions required to do something like this?
Yeah, a lot of the language is almost identical, if not completely identical, amongst all the big platforms. So yeah, but he spent all that time, when he could have been looking at this great campaign.
He was hoping for a my late books moment.
I think so. But man, look at this really cool campaign that Dillard's been too busy to promote right now. But it's been quite successful. I think a little more successful than what he even maybe anticipated to begin with.
That's probably why he's busy.
But yeah, he's very busy. He put this together from idea to launch in 2 weeks, guys. Hey, Wolfers, nice to have you here.
Dang.
Apex Comics, welcome. Nice. Yeah, in 2 weeks he was able to pull this together. And without any notice whatsoever, he's raised $2,000 with 72 backers. And guys, we should support it further. We should support it further because Absolutely. It's a good book. It's a good book, and you are definitely going to enjoy this book. It's that kind of humor. Dillard says that he didn't censor himself on it. Like how he normally would. He didn't censor himself at all.
I don't know if I'm going to be traumatized by watching Canadians get thrown around and beaten up and stuff.
Of course you are. It's going to be great. But you know what? You're going to be the one that apologizes to all of us.
Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely. I'm sorry.
Oh, hey, I'm sorry, eh? I love it. This guy was in the military, he killed people. I'm sure he apologized to him right before he pulled the trigger.
Afterwards.
Afterwards. Sorry about that, eh? I love that.
Did you go for a slip there, eh, bud?
No.
Bob and Matt, Ruth
keep a seat warm for me. Blue Teddy, welcome Blue Teddy. Steve Baxter says success has its detractors. But to the successful, you have to remember you have a huge fan base that will back you up. Exactly. And we're all on the same team, really. Fund My Comic exists because it was inspired by Ripa.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm just gonna start like if stuff like misunderstandings and stuff like that happen from now on, I'm just gonna be like friendly fire, guys, friendly fire.
Yeah, I mean the reason why we opened this up to everybody was because we realized that not everybody has the resources to do what Eric has been able to do. They don't have the reach or the resources, and so since we don't that, we're pulling our efforts together so that we can do that. For those that want to get away from Indiegogo and Kickstarter.
I don't want to turn this into about me, but I literally had nowhere else to go but Fund My Comic. I based on principles. I won't give my money to people who hate me. I'm a Christian conservative, and I'm not going to bring politics into this. But Kickstarter has done things where I'm no longer welcome, and I won't go there. IGG has done things I'm no longer welcome, and I won't go there. So where else would I have gone?
Where else can you go?
Yeah.
Where else can you go? And so that's why I think that's what Bunny was trying to say. He was trying to say there's an alternative, and people have been questioning the security of the site. That's why Sunday night I did the nuts and bolts thing. We got into the technical aspect of things, but the site is secure, guys. It is. We've crossed all the T's and dotted all the I's. The company we work with is great. So you can back with confidence. You know this book is happening. Dillard puts out.
Right?
That's what she said.
Shoot.
Dillard puts out. So you know this book is going to take place. In fact, I think the book is already done.
Nice.
I think the book is already done. But look, you can get this book for $4 digital. You can get it for $15 physical. $200 will get you some original art, and there are 3 spots for that left. Come on, guys, let's show some support to Dillard. He was the first creator to come on exclusively with Fund My Comic.
So here's what's fun about that. Remember the old days? Like I'm talking old CG when it was like a campaign would reach the threshold and everyone was excited because, you know what I mean? That's the standard. We've got those days back at Fund My Comic if we encourage that. Like, he's now got the top spot at 2,000. You can keep that rocket ship going and send it as high as it can go, and then that sets the standard that everyone else has to
You want to know who? It's in a race right now between this guy and Hojo. So Hojo is like the gold standard for campaigning now.
Wow.
This guy comes in, never done a book before. Nobody knows who he is.
It's true. He's grinding like I've never seen anyone grind before. I'll give you that. He doesn't stop. Every day he's doing something, posting something. Yeah, for sure.
He's grinding like I've never seen anyone grind before.
I'll give you that.
I wish I could say that, but...
Dang.
You can't give me those kind of jokes.
What a story, Mark.
But he is, man. He's coming out there, and he's come out swinging when a lot of people are struggling. Man, this guy's coming out and being really successful, and I'm proud of him. But so Edwin come out, and he is the one of the next that have. Well, he was the second one to announce that he was an exclusive with Fund My Comic. And check this out.
Raid of the White Leopard, Book 1, is the story of a band of Vikings that get caught up in a storm and wash up on a mysterious island. Written by Edwin Acevedo, the writer of The Ace, with art by Avery Butterworth from The Lost Pages. Back it today on fundmycomic.com.
That liner sucked me in. Yeah.
That liner will suck you right in, won't it?
Yeah, it got me. That's what got me. I'll be honest.
They're giggling again because they're thinking
for that price sold. Like holy, look
at that. Yeah, check that out. $15, man.
Boom.
It's
That's
on my
it.
list.
You get this book. What a great looking book. Look at this liner. I actually do have some original art. I snagged one of the original art pages.
Nice.
Yeah, I can't wait. This looks so good. Have you seen this? Check this out. Look at those little faces in there.
Oh, that's cool.
Right? Now, here's the other thing. The reason why I'm so excited about this, it's not just because of the art, because I've gotten Edwin's previous books, and I know this dude can write. Like, he's actually a competent storyteller. We still have those in indie comics, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I said, we have those in indie comics.
I was going to say.
I can't wait for critique on my writing. That's going to be such an adventure for me.
Anything to do with Vikings is a good thing in my book.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree.
You've got Aces 1, Aces 2. You said the artist on this worked on The People.
Yep.
Right. He says he has to do this. Bow, chicka wow wow, chicka wow wow. By the way, that reminds me of a joke. Do you guys know what the sexiest barn animals are?
Brown chicken,
brown
cow.
Chicken, brown cow.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm sorry. I'll see myself out.
Yeah, leave Jesus out of this. You want to deal with that joke.
I've started drinking, so there's no way I'm going to get those.
Oh, it's a
fun. I didn't want to say, first off, thank you for the compliment, but, there are actually quite a bit of talented writers. Funny thing is, you actually, if you kind of look below the surface, you'll find them. Just got to do a little digging.
Yeah, there actually are quite a few talented writers out there. We always say that's kind of a joke, just to, well, I'm an artist. We have to, right? We have to give the writers a hard time. Yeah.
I've learned to take being mocked for being a writer about as much as being mocked for being a Canadian. You're just gonna get it. Just water off a duck's back.
Oh no, you get worse for being a Canadian.
Yes, it's way worse being a Canadian. Yeah, no, man, this looks really good.
You kind of earned that, though. Yeah, we had a pretty pompous country comparing ourselves to the U.S. We got to ask for that.
Trudeau is really
destroying our country.
Well, he and
suck at a time.
He and Biden are in a race right now to see who's going to do it first.
Oh yeah, they're for sure in goose step.
That's what we said with Canada is. Like, Canada's the testing tube for California, right? If you want to push some leftist stuff in the United States, you get us to do it in Canada first, and then you say, "Look, it works for the Canadians," and then that's their excuse.
And they like everybody.
Yeah. So I get it. I feel it.
I do like a lot of Canadians. In fact, our development company is close to that region, so. Yeah, Edwin, I think that you are going to be in the running for that top spot soon.
Yeah, he's crossed that 4 figures threshold, which is nice. Congratulations.
Hey there, Pixels.
I also think that the Mythicals is in a race for it as well.
Hojo's killing it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and here's why I say Hojo's like the gold standard. I'm going to show off his campaign, his trailer, because it's interesting. Mm-hmm. So being interesting brought to you by Hojo's trailer. There you go.
Shoot.
That full screen feature's nice, eh? So glad you got that added.
Yeah, right.
Take Steve off.
In a world where creatures of myth and legend exist, a covert task force is charged with keeping humanity safe from supernatural threats. And when young Nancy Moon stumbles into the eternal battle between good and evil, she finds... Oh my God, will you shut up? What's happening? Agent Beckett here. Aren't you tired of stuff like that? Want something different? Roll the tape. Whoops. Sorry about that. That's a song I'm writing for my ex. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that's more like it. Alrighty. Welcome to the world of the mythicals. We have it all. Monsters, magic, government agents, he's the strong silent type. This guy, ugh, gross, dude, get some kind of cream or something. Lots of 90s style action. Pew pew pew. And that strong female lead alluded to earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention a dashing field commander with a great sense of fashion. Look at those glasses. South River Studios presents The Mythicals Issue 1. Buy it if you dare. Oh, will you can it already? How'd you get free? Now beat it before I lose my cool.
So what are you waiting for? Back it today. Like right now.
Back the Mythicals today.
There you go.
Care of Good Stuff's wife, Mrs. Good Stuff.
Care of Good Stuff.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out the layout I want tonight. There we go. I like that one better. For tonight, anyway. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So that trailer's like, it's getting a lot of people's attention.
How long has he been on Fun My Comic? Because he's already at 1,400. Like, he only launched, a week ago? Is that right?
1 month ago.
Oh, it's been a month?
Yeah,
man.
1 month on Fun My Comic.
I lose track of
Feels
time.
like
but...
a week. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a fast month, guys.
Yeah, it was.
So I did a special Nancy Moon.
Yes, you
Let's
did.
get down there to it.
That's the next stretch goal. Yeah.
Yes, Nancy. I did my little version of Nancy Mood there. It's going to get colored.
Very nice.
At 2,000. So we got to get there too, right? So the question is, which one of you guys, Edwin or Hojo, is going to find yourself across that finish line first? The race is on.
Good question.
See, I already
That is a
backed
good
Edwin.
question.
But,
Yeah. But you haven't backed Hojo?
Not
oh,
yet.
no, you could give Hojo the edge.
Me and Hojo enjoy banging heads. I don't know if he enjoys it as much as I do.
I'm glad you said banging heads. I'm glad you emphasized the heads. I'm like, holy cow, what is wrong with tonight? You guys are out of control.
It's just your average Canadian.
He's your average Canadian.
Hey, I went from war zones to Twitter. Like, I need to keep going. Like, you know. You can't ask me to fight wars against terrorism and then not fight wars anymore. Of course, I'm going to get sucked into the culture war. You know, it's a given.
Yeah.
Anyway, I started blasting. Bang!
That's kind of the mentality, right?
Yeah, it's true.
Our trailer's going to get some attention, but it's not funny. Oh. Is it risque? Is it violent?
It's still kind of funny.
AR-15L is that's gonna be a beast. Like,
The little
that's
mermaid
got
is
so
gonna be
much
pretty
potential.
funny.
So
that
freaking
launches in what, like 14 days?
Yeah,
Piper
and then
Road?
Kelsey's throwing his hat in the ring. Like, I don't know if
That's
I'm
big,
stealing
man.
any thunder from the show, but are you serious?
I was going to talk about that. Yeah.
I've been waiting for him to finally branch out and do his own thing. So I'm super excited.
It's time.
Fun My Comic just keeps getting these hits. It's like, you know, one person hits the $500 mark and you're proud of him, and then one person crosses the $1,000 mark and you're proud of him, and then it's
Here's another one getting ready to cross the $1,000 mark.
Oh, there we go.
Fallen Man #2. That's also exclusive.
nice.
Yeah, he's not got that anywhere else as far as I know. So that one's one that you guys should check out. I'm going to put that in the 17 days. 17 days to launch.
Oh, that freaking M.
Deal with it.
I can't. Can't handle it. Can't handle that M.
Just deal with it. Get over it, Piper. Dang.
Have you seen all the characters that everyone's made with the FMC in it? Like, I'm hoping
have,
someone
they're
makes
great.
a composite video with all them or something. But
That would be awesome.
Ma'am, I Am broke $1,000 today.
I know. I've been watching
Yeah, they
that.
got a lot of attention today.
Well, when Ethan retweeted that, I was like, it's an opportunity. Like, jump in there, somebody.
It's only on
that
Fun
link.
My Comic. Nobody else would let him do this.
Well, yeah, no, definitely nobody else can let him do that.
I mean, come on. People are afraid. My daughter said it takes someone with real balls to stand up to a trans woman.
Hey, Woodrow.
I'm like, oh man, my daughter, she's funny. Woodrow, what's up? Welcome.
You know, it's funny, like, I don't know who mentioned it earlier, but it does kind of remind me, tracking a lot of stuff on Front of My Comic of the earlier days, where we were watching these new campaigns pop up and then different creators show out. Super exciting. It's really fun. It's really cool. It's been a while since we felt like this.
Yeah. I would like we have the opportunity with the circle of people following Fun My Comic to bring it back to what it was in the old days, being about creator freedom, the quality of the work being presented, enjoying the success of each other and success of the campaigns and showing what we can do amongst ourselves,
Right.
Yeah,
it's not.
Back Doc plays are too. I need to help him with the campaigns, but I'm helping him with the book right now.
Yeah. He's stalled out here. He stalled out on Indiegogo.
I love retweeting like Arrow comic stuff and Fun My Comic stuff. That's just all I do. That's all I back. It's very simple for me right now. I back Fun My Comic.
Fun.
I retweet Fun My Comic and Arrow Comics, and hey, I'm just having a good time.
Dude, if I see a Fun My Comic or an FMC in there, it's getting tweeted like.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't even care what it is. You'd be telling me that,
You want us to grab an oar? Well, guess what? We've made our own fucking boat, and it's going to be a yacht. And then
we built an ark.
I'm on a boat.
Yeah.
And now we're going to let them on 2x2.
Come, Moneypenny, we're going to the yacht.
Come on, Moneypenny. We're going on a boat.
Yeah.
Want to get on that boat and get to know you.
Not gonna lie, I would like to talk him into starting his campaign over, but I don't know how the function of ending a campaign early works on here. But
easy peasy, we can do whatever we want.
Awesome.
We're the princes of the universe.
He's killing me because he
Tenacious D.
He tells you the whole plot in his campaign, and it's killing me so bad. I went and looked, I was like, no, dude.
I haven't backed this one yet, though. I haven't.
You should back that one. It's a good book.
Wait.
I need momentum on my campaign before I can reach out and back other people's campaigns.
Where's your campaign? Is it still up here? There it is.
I'm still in principle. I don't understand why creators don't just back other creators' books. Like, there's nothing wrong with, hey, man, I give you $25 and you give me $25 and I'll get your book and you get my book.
Yeah.
I can explain money.
Yeah. Well, if I can't, I've been not, especially thanks to surgery, I've not been doing that great in being able to, even the ones that this is in my wheelhouse. Because for me, it's usually not even I know that creator. It's, no, this whole thing appeals to my tastes.
Yeah, you don't
because
understand.
I'm pretty poor right now.
No one's obligated. I don't want that to feel like I would never expect anything from anyone. I'm gracious for anyone's money and gracious for anyone's time. I appreciate all of it.
I'm kicking myself because I can't even do that right now. I can't even narrow it down to just that right now. That's how, how bad I'm doing.
Chalk amongst yourselves. I got a fresh in my drink.
Probably missed out on some
There's the cover
books.
page to my poor campaign, and poor Mad Roos only at 261. But he doesn't do very much promotion because my book is printed.
He doesn't do any promotion.
Maybe you should
I'm only at 261.
do some promoting.
6,000 years into the future.
Look how awesome this looks.
Yeah.
That's sick, yeah.
This is one of the sickest books people are going to get this year.
Treachery and destruction. Seriously. That's awesome.
Look at that.
Yeah. I
Dang
can't wait.
it, See, you should have been pushing this the whole time.
I'm waiting
while
for the
we're doing
feedback.
fulfillment. You don't need to wait for the feedback. No, you don't need the feedback. You don't need it.
Push.
You need to find the new audience. Get out there and start pushing it. Yeah. These people going back on these old shows, a lot of those shows don't exist anymore, man.
Yeah, I know. It's true.
Can't even get back on them.
Yeah.
You know, when I went back the second time for the campaign cycle, from Rift Riders to Hybrids campaign, more than half of the shield shows were gone.
Yeah.
Like, we're kind of like it.
Yeah.
Like, we're like a small group now with what we do on Thursday mornings and Tuesday nights now.
It's true. That's why I'm bringing a Friday show. I don't know if you're tracking. I'm going to bring a Friday show that's just an hour, right at the tail end of Fun Might. Yeah. I've got plans.
Oh, I'm tracking you.
There we go.
I got my eye.
Why did you make that sound so sus?
I'm following everything.
I don't know if they wanted money or they wanted something more sexual.
I'm tracking you, baby.
All right, funny joke. Not a funny joke. Funny story about Craig. I may have inadvertently told my family that I might be getting a tiny bit of compensation for helping with Craig's fulfillment. But in that, I accidentally told them that I was getting Craig. They're like you're going to own him like a slave? And I was like, what are you talking about? They just said that you're getting Craig for doing his fulfillment.
I think they even reached out and told me that slavery isn't right.
Yeah, they tried to intervene. Yeah. They were really concerned. Like, it was kind of a problem.
It's funny.
Wow, chicky wow wow.
Oh, we have fun. Another one that really needs your help. Speaking of Randy, screwing with Piper. Randy has a little bit of whimsy about him, and this will tell you why. Randy is also bad at promoting himself.
Yeah.
He's $199 away from funding this book. He rarely does any original art for people or like gives people sketches, and you can get one.
I almost wish that the Arrow Bundle 2 was its own campaign, or we put together just like an Arrow campaign and just throw all the Arrow books in it. You know what I mean?
You know, we thought about doing that, just doing an Arrow campaign so that you can get all the books. But once the shopping cart's up there, we can do an add-on. We can just have them all as like, you can just a la carte the books that you don't have yet.
Yeah, create like an Arrow one, and they can just literally reach as if they're at a rack. Grab.
That could be fun.
Grab Chrome Dog, grab Soul Tack 1, 2, and 3, grab, Rift Riders, grab Hybrids, throw it all in that shopping cart.
So what if the Punisher was less homicidal and more seamstress, I guess. This is what you would get. The Fool.
Yeah,
he fights crime.
I backed Arrow Bundle 2 under your Hybrids campaign, and now I know I'm going to get this, and I supported Hybrids at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah. We also...
I do like the idea of every Arrow book campaign having the Arrow Bundle as a thing on it.
What? You like that or don't like that?
No, I do like that. I like
I
the
like
the Arrow #1s bundle, like doing that on like every
what
Arrow
I hate?
campaign. What?
Just packing up all those Arrow bundles. Oh my gosh. I'm only about halfway done with the Arrow bundles. Oh my gosh. About a third of our orders were Arrow bundles for Rift Riders.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a great deal. It was a great
deal.
Yeah.
If you didn't take advantage of that deal, you were out of your mind.
That almost
$50
makes up for the
$8.
M being off center. Almost. You having to pack all that?
She's like, now you deal with it, sucker.
So,
Sin Killer needs
question,
a lot too.
not, you don't have to divulge anything, but how did the bundles done?
How are the bundles doing?
Yeah.
How are they doing, or how are they done?
No, how are they doing? Like, how are they selling?
Oh, they're doing gangbusters. They are really doing gangbusters. In fact,
I've always thought about doing some sort of like, because I have like extra copies of like Ace 2, Bloodbone. Just always thought about maybe doing like just limited kind of bundles of stuff in a future campaign or something. So
you should. It does. Whenever you can lower the cost and create more value for the backer, especially right now, it's a great deal. So like with Rift Riders, it's a new book. It was a new IP. We knew it was going to be difficult to get people to want to take a chance on something they never heard of before. Piper is a great writer, but it was her first writing credit, and unfortunately, her last real well-known credit had some drama surrounding it.
Yep.
It's a good book, though.
Yeah, it's a good book. Yeah.
Peregrine. Yeah, I've got it. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I wish everybody knew what it could have, been.
Yeah.
If there was a little less sexism in the group of people.
She didn't say no sexism.
No, yeah, just a little less. Just dial
She's
it down
fine.
like a couple of notches.
She's fine with a little.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Like if you're, if I'm gonna be an editor on your stuff and put my name on your stuff, man, then I'm gonna have to actually like the end product.
A Night at the Roxbury is too far. That's crossing the line.
A little bit, yeah.
Oh my gosh, BuzzFeed had this thing about 19 movies from the 90s that aged like sour milk, and so they're going through and like, this is fat shaming, this is homophobic, this is transphobic. I'm like, oh my gosh, like Ace Ventura when he's like, Einhorn is a man, right?
Yeah,
it's like people are like, why do they think that's so gross? I'm like, well,
because if you're not attracted to that, you're
Right?
not attracted to that, and then you got tricked. That's kind of messed up,
yeah,
man.
you go make the lesbian make out with a dude and see how they react.
You can't have Gen Z in the 90s and then suddenly tell us that you can't be that way anymore. That's not how the world works.
It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that for us.
No.
Not Gen Xers.
Gen Xers.
We're like, whatever.
Yeah.
We don't care.
I
listen to gangster rap since I was 14. Are you kidding me?
Right.
And it shows.
Craig's like, I got a permit.
Not to worry. I have a permit. This just says I can do what I want.
Right. That's right.
Bingo. Glad we're on the same page. Glad we are on the same page.
Yeah.
But no, Edwin, back to your question. The bundles are really good for backers. Actually, it allows
especially attracting new backers that aren't yet acquainted with your stuff by having a bundle that's basically like, well, you can catch up all right here.
Yeah, if you give them a lot of variety, like it's very, it's more than just taking a chance on one story. Now they can get a few different.
I just wish more people knew. I mean, I'm not insulting people spending, but I'm pretty sure people spending $60 on someone's super box with a bunch of prints and stuff, if they knew that you could spend $60 on an Arrow bundle and get we could potentially create something that's like 10 comics for $40.
You could get tons of actual books.
Speaking of that Arrow bundle, you can pick it up right here. And the reason why we do this on everyone's campaigns is to help pad those numbers. Because most of us, we are given our cut, but most of us just say, why don't you just keep it?
So I'll even say right now, yeah, my Soltac issue 1, that's a given. I've sacrificed that to Arrow Comics. I'm not looking for a return on that. I'm just happy people are reading it.
Yeah, let's help these people. Like, let's help these guys get funded, kind of stuff. You know, that's
yeah.
And you know, and the thing is, you don't have to be on the same publisher to do that.
Right.
Like, you know, there could be people that do that together. Like, I'd be like, hey, Edwin, I've still got somewhere around 2,000 copies of this #1 from Liberty. You want 100 copies to use for your next campaign to put in a bundle? Then here you go, my friend. I can clear out 1 extra box.
Oh no!
Yeah. Remember that time I got taken for a lot of money for a fake distribution deal to Spencer's? I do.
And that's the thing too, but it also helps. Every single comic that's on there, that's potential new readers.
Hey, T-Bunny in the chat there.
That might read it just because
himself.
it came in the bundle.
Yeah, it was T-Bunny, the man himself. We stand with T-Bunny.
So the thing
We're
with
doing
intellectual
this because
properties,
he's pushed us.
Everyone wants that short-term win with intellectual properties, but that's not how intellectual properties work. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles wasn't an overnight success. The Walking Dead wasn't an overnight success. Even Spawn wasn't an overnight success. You have to keep churning and churning and churning and getting as many copies in as many hands and as many readers, and pray that your IP is strong enough that you retain those people and that they want more. That's your goal as a creator.
If you take everything I've accomplished in my entire life and condense it
That's
down
exactly
into one
that's
day,
one of the biggest.
I was in the pool.
That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like, right? It's like everything that I've tried to do. Like if you just take all of the efforts, like all the it takes years to become an overnight success.
That's one of the best like kind of advice thingies or whatever I've ever heard. Has always been like it took many years to become an overnight success.
Yeah, think about like the Addams Family, the Nintendo characters, all of it. They just how long did it take them to get successful? You know, they went for comic to like TV shows to live action TV show, and then movie. Like it forever to get to that point, right? And they just keep putting it up there.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, here's a cool new thing. So this is under board games and card games.
Oh, we have finally games.
This is new.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wild.
I am the spectator. I am he who spectates. I scoured the universe in search of a very special card game. Well, I skipped the Crown Nebula because, you. But now my search is over. Ever wish you could share your love of comics and superheroes and collectible card games with your whole family? Now you can with Superpowered Smashmasters! It's your friendly neighborhood superhero parody card game. In Superpowered Smashmasters, or Spasm? Can we say that?
Inappropriate.
In Spasm, stamp out injustice?
No, we go find some rival heroes to smash.
Yes, because that's what superheroes do.
Tell them about the hero cards, and do it right.
Each hero has a special power. They can benefit your team, or they can melt your enemies' faces.
Right on. If your heroes smash all the other heroes, you win, punk.
Don't call them that. The game's content is appropriate for kids. I mean, most kids.
Not feral kids. Never hand your cards to a feral kid. Not if you want your hand back.
This is a parody game, lovingly crammed full of comic book cliches and pop culture references. Because we're nerds.
The content's rated G. I mean, it would be if people rated card games.
It's a deck-building game the whole family can play together. Thanks for checking out our game. We're grateful for your support.
Learn more about Smashmasters by checking out our gameplay video. Do it. Until next time.
Don't say it.
Excelsior!
That's a fun video.
Oh, there's a lot of comedy in that. I was laughing.
That was cute.
A lot of comedy in there, right?
I'm just happy.
I really like
games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like the this unicorn guy.
Yeah.
Look at that dude, man. He's got that pink mane. That's pretty funny. Like these characters like shouldn't be so BA looking.
Like, have you had him on for an interview, or has he even asked to go on any shows, or has he been shopping this around?
I have no idea.
No?
This is
like you gotta do the circuit.
This is actually Justin Sweet that's handling this for him.
Okay.
Should go and promote it because like it's comic book themed, so all the comic book people are going to love this.
Yeah,
so
I'm going to
are
pick
free.
up a copy of it.
Go on YouTube, see how many people have shill streams, and just reach out to them all in a DM and say, hey, I have something. Would you be interested in talking to me? If they don't respond to you, say la vie. Go to the next one, go to the next one, go to the next one, go to the next one.
Say la vie.
Yeah, don't get offended, don't get upset. And then be grateful for whoever says, yeah, man, come on my show, and gives you some of their time.
Mark is an
sounds funny as hell, right? He should definitely come on this show if somebody reach out to him.
That is true. Mermaid was definitely the easiest overnight success I've ever freaking heard of.
Oh, you guys may not have seen this yet either. I want to show you guys this one. Boy, this one's inappropriate.
It's crazy. I love watching Fun My Comic grow, I'll be honest. Like, it's not mine, but I love the success of what you're doing.
This is, I'm telling you, no one's backed this yet. And this is perfect for this audience, I'm telling you. I think Piper should just order 2 copies right now.
Is this live?
Yeah.
And it's at 0.
It's at 0. Nobody's backed it. Nobody's found it yet.
When did it go live?
It went live a while ago.
Oh no.
Porkies, Revenge of the Nerds, Leisure Suit Larry.
That's memes of destruction.
Is it bad that I know all of those titles?
Aspiring men and women
Yes.
trying to get places
I know the
while
story.
dealing with the hardships of life. We present another milestone in comic book history.
It is memes.
Crimson Skies. Meet Harry Meretsky. He's a nerd, and he's ready to go to college. That is, until he got hit in the head by a chunk of rock from outer space, and the world plunged into chaos. Ghosts, spirits, phantoms. They're real. They're here. Causing chaos, causing mayhem, causing trouble. But life goes on. And so does Meretsky, even when it's real hard. And things are gonna get a lot harder. Follow Harry Meretsky as he tackles college, kicks subliminate shortwave quantum transverse phosphor inspector's ass, and skirts the opposite sex in an action-adventure comedy reminiscent of gloriously cheesy and sexy films and games from a bygone era. Crimson Skies. Available now.
Nice.
Nice.
What's the funding goal on that?
Well, it's $20 because it's just his online store. Like, this is his storefront. He's got it up on his website, but this is how he's reaching U.S. market, really.
Okay,
so you can get digital and you can get physical for books 1 and 2. And the shipping is discounted. This is a 72-page book, A4 size, right?
I'll pledge right now. As soon as I get my books, I'll be his sole backer if no one's back before then.
Dang.
And so he...
I need to get out there.
Yeah, so he does this thing where you can... where when you back it, he actually is working through a company that uses printers close to wherever the shipping is, and they do a print. They print off the book and then ship it locally.
But this has got to be like a second chance, right? He's already launched this then on Kickstarter.
Oh, he's already done book 1 and 2, and he's working on book 3.
Right.
No, he doesn't do Kickstarters, man.
Okay.
He just hustles and does it the old school way, man.
Nice.
Yeah, like this guy needs a little more attention with his stuff. I mean, he's got this other one too that's really neat. Let me find it. It's different. This one is not this was not risky at all. It's not like so sad.
I like how that one trailer was labeled the safe for work trailer though.
Yeah, well, we got to do that. We actually had to fix the second trailer because we played the second issue trailer for that on this Tuesday mornings thing that we did, and we played it. And because I used it and I saw it on my big screen and not my tablet, we noticed a nipple that we forgot. There was a nip slip in it.
Oh.
And I was like, oh my gosh, we gotta fix that. We gotta fix that right away. and he did. He went right in right away and fixed it. Here it is.
But that's just a reminder, too, that with Fund My Comic, once your campaign's approved, it's approved. You don't have to worry with like Kickstarter and Indiegogo where you put your campaign up, and just when it's about to fund, they pull it down and say you violated some obscure thing that they never bothered to look at for the past 2 months.
They wait to get their operating cut.
Yeah, that was entirely my fault that we missed that, too. And he was like, oh, I didn't see it either. I'm like, it was, to be fair, it was a small nipple on most screens, but I'm using a 24-inch drawing tablet, so that small nipple became a lot bigger. It was
close
a
enough
large nipple.
To reach out and touch it, right?
Well, yeah, it wasn't quite the size of a dinner plate. It wasn't quite the size of a dinner plate, but I'll tell you what, it was notable. It was of notable size. It was like a quarter on this screen.
We get the point.
Nothing like a nip slip.
Nothing like it. And I was like, oh my gosh, my channel's going to get
A
struck.
world crumbling under the weight of war, pollution, and disease. As a desperate solution to save humanity, 2 brave souls are sent towards the dark depths of space in a conquest of happiness. Will the solution bring solace to a dying society? Or will it be humanity's final breath? Conquest of Happiness is a 32-page black and white one-shot comic book, illustrated by Jitse Lemons. Conquest of Happiness is now available on jitselemons.com. Physical copies are printed and shipped near you. Get it now.
Such dramatic music.
Yes, sir.
Is that the
I
same
like that
same creator?
Same guy. Same guy. Yeah. Again, nobody's backed it. It just kind of it slipped through the cracks. So I'm trying to bring some attention to the fact that that he's doing his thing over here.
Yeah. See, I see those campaigns at 0, and I just assume they haven't launched yet.
Yeah. No, this Easy's he's been up for 21 days.
What?
Yeah, he's been up for 21 days, guys.
Well, you know how Fun My Comic works, though. You can see the campaigns that haven't launched yet, and they sit there at 0, so you just think they haven't launched yet.
Yeah. Sometimes that happens.
Oh, man.
Yeah. But, so, I was talking about this double down on stupid. There's a lot of people out there that are doing this thing on the internet where they will, make a hot take to try to get like clout or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then they'll double down on it once they're kind of made fun of a little bit, Mm-hmm. Oh, what did I do? I messed up my light. I have a light under my desk.
Sometimes you have to take that L. Sometimes you have to accept it, which is what a rational human being should do.
Yeah.
I don't understand why people are like that, though.
Like, remember when they were shooting down the air balloons and they shot the one over Canada? And I was actually laughing because we couldn't shoot it down ourselves. I got the ceiling height of an F-18 wrong, and then I got totally roasted for trying to say that an F-18 could only do 35,000 feet when clearly it could do like 55,000 feet. It's like, oh, shit, you got me, guys. I don't know the ceiling height of an F-18. My bad.
Yeah, my bad. Let me just go hang myself. I'll be right back. I'm just going to go.
When I'm actually wrong, I admit when I'm actually wrong about something.
I'm just going to go stick my fingers in a blender.
Yeah, I took the L. Congratulations. Yeah.
Right? It's not a big deal, but for some people, it freaking is, I guess. But
yeah, I was told that I attacked somebody. Someone was like, "Yeah, I've never used Fun My Comic because Luke attacked me." Because that sounds so much like me, doesn't it?
Oh my gosh, Luke always attacking people.
So first off, there's no physical harm from your electronic device, your tablet, or your computer. Nobody can reach out and hurt you. Nobody can reach out and touch you.
You mean words
If
can't
you're
harm me?
emotionally affected by your phone or your computer, please turn it off and go find something else to do.
Like therapy.
Just the pastor or the former president, I'm not 100% sure. But
Former, yeah.
Former,
no longer vocational.
Just destroying people with words. You're the worst thing that ever happened to anybody. No, we can't
Well,
say.
and they said that I attacked their book too, and I recall exactly what I said. They were going off about shipping, and finally, they started insulting my business integrity.
Oh,
yeah. So they insulted my business integrity, and I said no, and they said, "Well, you backed me once." I said, "Yeah, once. Don't push the issue." Well, I'm like, no, once, and that's only once. I learned my lesson after once.
Oh.
Well, the mute button exists for a reason. Mute.
How dare you?
And so, yeah, maybe I went a little over the line. But they pushed it really, really far.
Yeah.
And I used a lot of restraint up to that point.
Mm. If it's what I'm thinking of, then yeah, I was there too doing the same thing.
Yeah, you remember. Yeah, you were there too.
I was in the same conversation. Yeah,
you were
I was
there.
trying real hard to.
The ultimate kahuna says, "Hail, you beautiful people.
Hail.
Hope you guys are having a wonderful night. We are, and we're getting ready to wrap this thing up. Right now, you've come in at the wrong time. Well, maybe the right time. Because next week, you'll be able to check us again here at 10 p.m. on Tuesday night. And we might have enough energy to go a little bit longer. Looks like Craig's out of his beverage.
I did.
His refreshment.
I finished it.
So, yeah, it's about time for...
arrived just in time to catch the replay. To watch the replay.
Just in time to watch the replay. We've been pretty low-key tonight.
Yeah.
NerdCap is an opportunity just to chill out and get ready for bed. Luke still has quite a bit of drawing to do tonight. I don't know if I'm actually going to get it done or not. Because I am dragging butt after 4 hours of arguing with people on the internet. I really wasn't arguing, though. I was just trying to fix things.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Bring back civility, which society needs again, is civility and ability for people to have rational conversations and come to some sort of a compromise so we can all freaking live in peace with one another.
We are in this together, says the Canadian. We are in this together, my friends. We are in this together. We're all trying to make a better future for ourselves and our kids and our grandkids. And we're trying to make comic books fun again, guys. There's no reason to get all butthurt about stupid stuff. That's stupid. That's why it's called stupid stuff. Like the ceiling height of an F-15. Who cares at the end of the day? The only one that really cares is our pilots and our enemies. Let them care about that. Right?
Chinese spy balloons. Fuck Chinese spy balloons.
Yeah. Chinese spy balloons.
Floating over
Speaking of
Canada.
Chinese spy balloons brought to you.
Thank
by
you,
Nerd
USA,
Bacon
by
Thursday
the way,
morning.
for shooting down our balloon. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. I'll
You know what
take full
Chinese
credit
spy
for that.
balloons don't have, though, is strategic maple syrup reserves.
No, they do not. I find those to be incredibly important. Chinese spy balloons brought to you by Nerd Bacon. You like that stinger, don't you?
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah, that was nice. I got a couple new ones. I keep forgetting to bring them up and load them in. But I'll get them eventually. I'll get to them. I'll remember them all eventually.
Do you draw the Flintstones naked? There's a market for that.
There is a market for that. So get out there and draw some Flintstones naked. Draw them naked. LOL, as the American, I want a society that values justice more than its values civility. Yeah. I do like justice, but I also like civility.
Justice is founded on precedence, though. Back to precedence. You need an established precedence. You break this rule, this is what happens to you. Right.
Yeah, and we kind of got to get back to that. Don't we? We got to get back to that. But we also need to get back to establishing the rules a little bit.
I gotta get to bed.
All right, me too. We're all trying to get there right now.
I gotta get back to bed. I miss it so much.
I do love the bed. All right, guys. This has been NerdCap. You can check us again here next week, 10 p.m. Don't forget Nerd Bacon at 9 a.m. Thursday morning. We'll be there doing that thing. And then at some point this week, I'm going to squeeze in a Luke Straws, but we have got about 200 packages of Rift Riders that are on their way to people's houses. Exciting. So we're doing that. And then we've got... I should be finished with the last of them tomorrow. It takes a lot longer to package and mail all those than what I had anticipated. Holy cow. And then I had to wind up doing the sketch cards because there was a problem with being able to have the help with the sketch cards, so I wound up having to do all of them. So it was something.
You got an assembly line to help you though, right? Like
I do, yeah. I got my kids. They're getting paid for their work, so
nice.
Yeah, they've been packaging and weighing packages and stuff. So they're helping out. So it's going quicker than if it was just by me. If it was just up to me, we would have fulfillment done in 2026. Yeah, but it's not up to me. It's not up to me. And so guys, definitely check out Nerd Bacon, and then we're gonna do some Luke's Draws, and then we're gonna be back Tuesday morning. Tuesday morning. With a new Fun My Comic update. And hopefully tomorrow I'm giving you, hey, shopping cart's working. They're in a different time zone than us, so they might actually still be working. It might still be a work day for them, I'm not sure. It's not a work day for Luke, okay? The work day's over. And it's definitely over for Piper. She's ready to go to bed too. And so everybody, thank you for being here. This was NerdCap. And it's been brought to you by Fun My Comics.